Hello and welcome or welcome back to another episode of Black Hair in the Big Leagues. I'm your host, Salisha Thomas, and oh, y'all, my smile is big today. My smile is big down into my soul today because my new friend, and not new as in I just met him right now, like a lot of my guests. No. We just did a little something together. Here, let me give a little rundown of who he is. He was in the Broadway shows Beautiful, the Carole King musical, The Color Purple Revival, and Ain't Too Proud. He also toured with Motown, The Color Purple, and Miss Saigon. If you go to his Instagram and you look at his link tree, you'll find that it's full of links on how you can help others. It's not even just, no, it's not like donating to him. No, it's links on how you can help other people in the business or other people who might be struggling. There's Broadway Cares, Artist Relief Fund, Music Cares, Grammy, COVID Relief on his page. But then he also has his very own that he started called Helping Hands. That just really, that says a lot about a person. If there's something to be said about him, he's selfless, he's kind, he's hilarious. Oh, and yeah, he'll sing your face off. Please help me, my friend and my favorite teen angel, Mr. J. Daughtry.
Well, thank you.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited. Those are a lot of great things you said.
There's a lot of great things you did. Seriously, how are you? Where are you in the world? How you doing?
I am really good. I am in New York in my apartment in Harlem. I was doing a reading this week of a new show coming to the public called The Harder They Come, which I'm really excited about. It'll be there in the winter. It's already been announced, so I'm pretty sure people know about it. But yeah, it's really exciting.
That's awesome. Wait, you just did the reading and then it will be up at the public this winter?
Yes.
The Harder They Come?
The Harder They Come. Susan Laurie Parks is the book writer. Sergio Trujillo, I mess his name up every time.
And you know him too.
I know
Sergio.
And Tony Tacone is the directors, and Edgar is the choreographer. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's gonna be
Sergio's the director and somebody else is the choreographer.
Yeah, his assistant is now stepping up as the choreographer.
Wow.
Everybody just stepped up one.
Wait, is this what you were talking about when you came into the Cape? Because if y'all don't know, so Jay and I just did Grease the Musical at the Cape Playhouse at Cape Cod. And y'all, Jay came in, you were like 3 weeks into rehearsal, and then you just came.
It was like, okay, you don't need me? All right, well.
He came in, you sang one song, and still a show. One scene, one song, and you came in, you said, okay, where we at? What we doing? And also, when is this done? Because I got something to do on the 20th.
That was pretty much, that was it. That's one of the things. And then there's something that starts next week, but yeah. So that's what I was talking about.
It's amazing. I'm like, sorry, my camera got a little ghetto for a second, and I just needed to just work. It's like you just fly in, do the thing, and then you get out. What?
If I'm not, so I'm used to, before doing musical theater, I was a banker. And then before that, I worked at BET. And so my life...
BET, like the one on the TV, BET?
Black Entertainment Television.
Oh!
Well, I shouldn't say I worked out. I was an intern there. I interned throughout college with a show called Joe Claire and the Mad Sports Show. But awesome. I think with that job, we traveled around so much that it got like ingrained in me to move around and not to sit in one spot. So whenever I'm in New York, I'm here to do a show or to audition or something. But when I'm sitting down for a long time, I get anxiety. I get like, I gotta go. something's not right. I need to go find a gig. I gotta, something has to take me out of the state or out of the city.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why I move around so much, is because when I'm sitting still,
It
I'm
makes
like,
you stir crazy.
yeah, I'm anxious and I'm like, okay, what's happening here? What's going
So
on?
that makes me want to ask, do you enjoy Broadway better or tour better when
Tour,
you're,
tour, tour.
wow.
The longest time I've been in a show on Broadway has been The Color Purple, and that was a year. But anything other than that is like 6 months or like 4 months. I'm gone.
Wow.
That kind of thing. So I prefer like being in a job that'll move me around a lot. I like being on a plane. I like being in a new city every Monday. I like
But you got your home base though. I'm over here trying
yeah.
to figure out like, because that is a thing. I've heard of people enjoying tour more than sitting down somewhere, and they will go everywhere, and then when they need to go home, they'll go home, but then they rather be on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah. So, and here in New York, this apartment, I got it during the pandemic when we all had to sit down. But I'm using
Yeah.
it. Like, one of the rooms is a studio. The other room I use to like rent out to people who are here in New York for rehearsals when I'm not here. So this space is like an artist space. I'm making it that. I'm trying to make it that.
Wow. That's why you were like, we doing this in person, right? I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, we can come to my studio.
right. Shoot, I should have taken you up on it just so I could be like, okay, here's where it's at.
Right.
Okay, I know how to get here. How do I let
Yes.
myself in, Jay?
Yes. Right. It's everything is in here. Like the studio over there has mics, light, green screens, recording material. It's my neighbor Artur, who's also a artist. It's his space, but we both use it, and yeah, everything is in here. Everything that you need.
So you've got this entrepreneurial mind, it sounds like, and you don't sit still. You're always doing something. Where did the idea for help? Tell me in your words, what is Helping Hands, and what sparked that? Especially during a time when, what were you like? Were you able to do things? Like, did you need help, or were you okay?
Yeah, I was okay because I was just coming off of Miss Saigon, and I was playing the role of John.
So
And
you
Cam,
said we're
we're okay.
blessed.
We're okay.
We're okay.
Okay. And it had been we were going on 2 years, and that job uh was the highest paying that I had ever had. The
Whoa.
producer, Cameron McIntosh, was very generous, very, very generous. And so 2 years of that, like, I was okay. So Helping Hands which is an organization that is intended to help those who are part of the Broadway community. So not just actors and dancers and singers, but also ushers and, front of house people and stage managers and anyone who finds themselves in a financial need. Now, I created it because I'm also very community based. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like,
That's what I'm sensing.
yeah. And just talking to my friends and talking to people from the community. And early on in the pandemic, I started to realize how this pandemic was really affecting people in a real way.
Yeah.
And we have Actors Equity, and we have all these other organizations that are meant to help, but sometimes they can't help right away.
Yeah.
They have to go through a process, or they have to, I wanted to create a way for those who support us by coming to the theater and wanted to support us in this situation. And by us, I mean those people that are in this community. I wanted to create a direct line where you give your donation is passed directly to someone from the community who needs it right now.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a really good thing. I only intended to do it for the pandemic, like for that one time, but people started giving so much. And then we had some private donors, let's call them that.
Okay.
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 Joined in and were asking me who really needed, like who was facing eviction, whose lights were off, who couldn't eat. And they started paying people's rent. They
What?
collecting people, give me all of your bills for the month, I'm going to pay them off. They started.
Oh my God.
So it became a really big thing, and it just never stopped. And so we haven't had a a full-fledged campaign as of late, but people are still giving, and we're still just passing along the love.
Jay, I've got chills all over my body.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, it was crazy, and especially when they started paying people's rent, it was just like, what? You want to pay what?
I said, wait, where can I send in my application?
Well, if anybody is watching and you do want to submit, the email is helpinghands@gmail.com. helpinghandsbway, sorry, B the letter way @gmail.com. And you just send in a brief description of yourself, how you're connected with the Broadway community and what the situation is. And then someone from our team will reach out and
Jay,
get it going.
Okay, so now that leads me to ask you, what was your upbringing growing up? I'm sorry, this is a very compound question, so you can start wherever you want. I want to know, like, how was your upbringing? Who were you surrounded by for that to be like so ingrained in you? And also, it sounds like you've got other dreams, other gifts inside, ingrained gifts. Like, are you going to be an actor forever? Because that is okay, but also it sounds like you've got some other things stirring in there.
So I like to say I've lived many lives. Growing up, I'm from a huge family, and in my community, they're influential. They're the people that everybody knows. Even if I go home now,
I see that
they won't call me. They won't call me by my name. They'll be like, "Oh, you're that Waring boy." Waring is my family name. Oh, you're from the Warings, aren't you? I'm like, yeah.
Yes, brother.
So, and we were very a part of the community. My grandfather, who passed away when he was 110 years old.
No, I don't believe you.
He
made those numbers up.
No. He was the first African American in Florida.
He was the first African American in Florida?
No.
Oh my goodness.
He was the first African American in Florida to own a taxi cab stand. So he owned and it was in our community. So he owned a taxi cab stand, and my grandmother he also had a grocery store.
Oh.
So my grandma ran the grocery store, and my grandfather drove the cabs. So the grocery store was like the only grocery store in our community. So everybody had to come there, which is how they knew my family. And being that my grandfather was the only African-American taxi cab driver,
they definitely know.
They knew him, you know what I mean? So that's how that started. And he was also very rich and very generous with money.
Wow.
Which I believe kind of like had that mind of like, I like to give money versus receive. I like to receive it. To receive it. But instead of hoarding it, I like to create like a circulation. Let's put it like that. And so all of my family is like that, like very generous, very kind when it comes to finances.
Let's talk about an energy real quick. Mm-hmm. Like, money is an energy. And what you're just describing, it sounds like Oprah. She's always giving stuff away. She got plenty, and it's like she keeps getting more, and she keeps giving more.
Because you have to create space for it. Because money doesn't like to just sit. Money is a vibration, an energy, a frequency. And like any frequency, it has to move. It's a currency. So it has to like revolve. It has to go in, flow. It has to move out. That's why, when it comes to, when we were just talking about anxiety, I think for me, one of the things about sitting still is that life for me is that same thing. It has to move. It has to keep moving. So when I'm sitting still and not doing anything, if I'm working, then I'm okay. But if I'm not doing anything, then I feel like my life flow isn't flowing.
Yeah.
Move it. There's a block. And I think that's with anything. You have to just create a currency, create a flow, in, out, in, out. Don't let it just sit stagnant. That's when you start getting all these crazy emotions and crazy feelings, and you start feeling like you're not yourself because you're not. You're who you used to be. Well, you're supposed to be somebody else right now. Let me tell you something.
Reverend Daughtry.
Let me tell you something. Do I need to preach? Do I feel a preach coming on?
Come on, Pastor. Take your time, Pastor.
speaking of, that's another thing that I used to do. I was a licensed minister.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, I used to, back in college, those were my college years. So while I was interning at BT, I was also going to seminary to get my ministerial license. And what else have I done?
Oh my.
After that, I went into banking. And then when the banks crashed, I taught school for a year in Maryland. And then...
Is that you on Rate My Professor?
No.
Oh, I was like, is Jay was like a real freaking...
No.
It says Jay Daughtry, Rate My Professor.
What?
Yes. It might be you, honey.
Oh my gosh. I hope it's not.
They said they recommend taking your class.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
No, these were kids. Well, they're grown now, but they were kids.
Okay.
I was at a elementary school.
Okay, I don't think 5-year-olds are on Rate My Professor.
These kids, I don't know.
These days, I know they might.
They might.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so I like to say I've had a lot of different experiences. Let's put it like that in life.
So did you answer the question of where do you see yourself in 20 years? Because I'm curious.
In 20 years, I see myself sitting at one of my mansions by the beach, looking at the sun and the
You said I'm in retirement.
Right, I am retired. Well, yeah, I'm retired or just trading on the market and just...
I was like, trading Pokemon cards? What you trading?
Or if that comes back around, yes.
No, you're so smart.
Yeah, so it's like, and if I do anything, theater or singing or anything, then it would be because I want to do it. You know what I mean? It'll be like a passion kind of thing, not necessarily because I feel like I have to. But yeah, I see myself very, very early on. I'll say 50, late 40s. I'm good. I am good. I have 4 or 5 houses. I have...
Okay,
everything.
can I ask you something that if you don't want to answer it, I'll edit it out.
Okay.
Do you have or want a family?
No. I don't have or want a family.
He said the answer is no across the board. Because I am like, Jay is a freaking catch.
People say that, and I don't get it.
See, and that.
Somebody, when I was in Miss Saigon, a friend of mine, her name is Stacy Bono. She used to say that all the time, and I was like, okay.
Because I'm about to put an ad out for you right now if you wanted that. I'm like, Jay Daughtry on the market.
Okay.
Humanitarian, philanthropist.
I'm okay.
He said no. Nope.
No. Yeah, no. I just don't. No. So
you're breaking hearts. You're breaking hearts across the globe, honey. Oh my gosh.
Nah, I'm very much so a loner in that way. Like, I would prefer to be alone.
I love that life for you.
Reason why, like, it fits. I mean, it tracks. I'm never in one space at one time. That's kind of one of those people, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Nah, that's not who you want to date.
But also, if you enjoy that, then there's no problem with it at all. And I saw you during Greece. Like, you always knew that you were welcome to hang out with everybody. And I also didn't hang out too much because I also am like, I also am a loner who just happened to like Andrew. Oh my goodness, we met and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm done being a loner. But before Andrew, I loved being alone. I don't like hanging out. And I got to watch you off on your own a lot, but enjoying it. And then when you're around everybody, you're so fun and so cool. But you're like, give me my book, give me my corner of the grass. I'm good.
I'm good.
Like it does. It looks good on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy like hiking a lot alone. Everything. Like, I like solitude. I like being quiet and just thinking. I'm a Virgo, so that's one of the traits. We think a lot, and so yeah, I love just being in spaces where I can do that.
When you are a part of an organization, any kind of community, or if you're in a show,
Mhm.
what makes you feel seen?
What makes me feel seen?
I'm really asking from the lens of a Black man, but it can
Okay.
be from any lens. It can be from just a human lens, whatever.
Um, from the lens of a Black man, what makes me feel seen, and I think this is what you mean by seen, is that I'm heard. You know what I mean? And that I am regarded as a person um, who is on the same level as everyone else. So I was in a show
Mm.
that I won't call his name,
Uh-oh.
but our HR person came in to give one, you know how they teach us HR.
Yeah, well, HR is very
I mean,
recent in our community. We used to say HR who? Where
right.
is HR? Here's my titties.
She came in to talk to us, and then she got them to. I was the only Black person. It was myself. No, at this point, I was the only African American. Um, so my father's Dominican. Let me just say,
Okay.
but I identify as an African American. So because my mom is Black and I grew up around my mama's family, not my father's family. I know nothing about you know uh the Dominican culture. So I prefer to say that. Anyway, so
Got it.
I'm saying that because that plays into what I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
So we're talking and she's like, now I'm about to talk about racial bias. And she was like, you know, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And that should have been the first sign that you're about to make somebody in this room feel uncomfortable. And me being the only African American person in the room, I'm pretty sure it's me.
Uh-oh.
She's like, but you know, if I'm walking down the street as a white lady and I see a Black man walking towards me, doesn't matter what time it is, what time of day it is, night or day, I'm going to cross the street. And then she's like, but it's not that not that I'm being racist, it's an unconscious bias. And so I was like, she started to see me like,
Uh-oh.
she's like, she was like, but if I saw a white man walking down the street with me towards me, I probably wouldn't. No,
Is that making it better?
Any other, right. She was like, if I saw any other race walking towards me, I probably would not cross the street. And she was like, it's just because of where I was raised, da da da, blase, blase. And I was like, ma'am, so you don't think that is racist? And she was like, no, it's unconscious. I didn't think of it. I just did it. And I was like, no, you saw a Black person walking towards you, had a thought, took an action according to his race. Like it was based on the race that you made your action, which was to switch the side of the street.
And told the story about it.
And then you just told everybody in this room that it's okay to treat me differently.
If it's unconscious.
If it's unconscious.
What if it? Wow.
He's like, that's not what I mean. And everybody in the room was like, yeah, well, that's what you said. Yeah, that's exactly what you just
That's what you said. Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, and it what's crazy is that like this dark skin, no matter what you are, if your skin is darker, it gives you the right to treat me differently. You know what I mean? You're treating me differently from everybody in here based off of this skin tone. Nothing else. You have nothing else to go off of. And she's like, no, you know, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's about me. It's about my thought process. And I was like, yeah, and your thought process is you're a racist.
Yep.
And I'm going to leave this meeting.
Oh, wow.
And I walked out. And then I wrote a letter and was like, she does not need to teach another anything for your company.
But you couldn't write to HR if she was HR. Who'd you write?
I wrote to her the manager of the company.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I went to my company manager and he was like, Jay, you know, I really don't think she meant it like that. And I was like, yeah, but you're a white man.
Yeah.
So you can't,
yeah.
And I'm not saying you're racist, but I am telling you that you cannot tell me, a Black man,
what feels
right.
yes.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that. But being seen, back to being seen,
Oh,
it's stuff like that that makes me feel like I'm not seen or heard
yeah.
or treated differently. Now I have been very fortunate in the cast. Like that's the only issue that that I can recall that I was like, that made me wait a minute. You know what I mean? Other than that, I've been very fortunate, but I also have been in mostly Black shows.
Mm.
So the atmosphere has been a
It's
little
been different. Like if
different.
you got the
Yeah.
support of literally 24 other people.
Right.
It's
But in this
different.
case, it was me and me alone.
And what gave you the confidence? Have you always been a confident person?
Yeah, I'm very much so a say what I have to say kind of person, and we'll deal with the rest later. I say what I have to say, and what. So I've never been too afraid to like speak my mind. I think I learned very early on that like I could get run over if I didn't speak my mind.
Wow.
But I also come from again, my family, it was okay to say what you felt, even if we didn't agree. You know what I mean? So I grew up in that, and I grew up in we may argue, but I still love you and we're gonna figure it out kind of thing. So saying what I have to say isn't a problem for me. Speaking up isn't a problem. Hasn't never been a problem for me.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's inspiring. I've asked this question one other time,
Mm.
but with women, and I wonder if it's first of all, I didn't even ask you because I felt like I knew you, but still, like, what are your pronouns?
He, him, his.
Yeah, I knew that.
I always feel like that's a quiz. Every time I'm like,
Because in school, I never got that chapter
no,
right. I'm
the
like, I don't
first
know what
time.
pronouns are.
I was doing a show, Raisin, right before Grease,
Mhm.
and we went around in the circle, and I started sweating because I was like, okay, I gotta get this right. I gotta get this right.
I gotta get this right.
Right. But yeah, because it's a new thing, or
It
a new
is.
kind of thing, and so it's like, let me make sure I do it right, and you don't want to offend anybody, so yeah.
So my question that I've asked my girls this before, but I've never asked a guy this. Do you feel in this earth that you are a man first or a Black person first?
I feel that I am. How do I feel, Jamaris? I
Right?
feel
I
that
I had to ask myself too. I'm like, wait a minute.
I feel that I am they're together. I don't know how else. I don't know how to be a man without being a Black man. That
Mm.
makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like they're. I don't think I can put one before the other, because my Blackness is just as important as my manness to me. You know what I mean? So they're right on the same level. Can that be my answer?
I think it can. I think it
Okay.
can be.
Yeah, because that experience is so unique, and it's the only experience I've had in this lifetime. So I don't think I can separate them. And I don't think I want to separate them. Like sometimes I look at my culture, our culture, and like who we are as a people. And I'm like, I don't want to be anything else in this lifetime.
Jay, hey, do you know how many times
Oh,
I look at Black people and I'm like, I love Black
I
people.
just love, and anyway,
Have you
yes.
seen that Instagram page, Embracing Black Culture? It
Yeah, yeah,
is so funny. And
yeah, yeah.
even my Andrew, my white fiance, he'd be looking at that page too. We'd be laughing together. I'm like, okay, so this is what this means.
Right.
And like it is so funny. It really is. I wouldn't want to be anything else in this lifetime. And
Yeah.
obviously there's the trials and the tribulations, but it is so fun.
Yeah. And so are you like spiritual? Like
Yes.
deeply
Yes.
spiritual?
Yes.
Well, the more I learn and like read and dive into history and like just spirituality, and see how like we Black people are the original people, like how we have this this thing in us, this power in us, this essence about us. And like, it makes me want to like explore that more, or present that more, or dive deeper in that, or like sit out in the sun and get my body energized and just
Come
get it.
on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a deep thing. It's very deep. So yeah, I don't want to be, I think that my manhood and Blackness are one and the same. And yeah, I value them each the same.
I wonder, somebody was just saying this to me literally yesterday, and I don't think it's a coincidence. And I think about how, like in ancient times, like pharaohs and queens, like a lot of them were Black. A lot of them.
Black.
And then what happened? We got into this mindset of slavery, and that we're less than, and that all of these things, that our hair is nappy, that all of these things that are negative, but it feels like a trick. Like, wait a minute, that is not what we're very powerful. And we've got these curves and these high cheekbones, and our hair is versatile. We can do so many. My hair is an afro today. It could be straight tomorrow if I wanted it to be. I can braid it up and it will stay without me putting a clip on the end. Like we are beautiful and strong. And I love that you're like, I kind of want to just sit in the sun and soak up the energy. And
yeah. But you know what's crazy is, like, I'm starting to realize that our generation, I'm going to put you in my generation.
I am. I feel that. Shoot.
Okay. But I feel like there's a returning to that, though. There's like a conscious kind of return to what once was, or who we once was. You know, we regard ourselves differently. We're returning. Like, I hike a lot. I think I told you. And I've never seen so many Black people hiking before in my life. That's
hilarious.
It's like I'm walking down the trail, and I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, so even just returning to nature, and even if you look on Instagram or social media, you'll see like
Black men hiking. Please tell me that's a page.
Well, they have it's called I think it's called Black Men Outdoors. But you'll see them like doing all kinds of, but even just to see people taking care of plants in their homes, or like, or sorry, grounding outside, doing yoga outside, or anything, just seeing this culture return back to things like that is really interesting to me. It's really interesting.
Oh, I'm here for it. Jay, I have so much love for you. I'm so glad that we got to meet during Greece. You sang my face off. We got a little video footage of it so that we can never forget. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're so talented. You're so warm. You're so cool. And we were next door neighbors. It was like,
see, never knew. Never knew.
I know.
Oh, you mean in Cape Cod?
In Cape Cod.
Yes, we were. I thought you meant here. I was like, yeah.
I mean, I did live in Harlem for a little bit. I'm uptown now.
Oh, okay. Further up. Okay.
Yeah, just like in
Yeah. I'm glad I met you too. It was a great experience. That show, I had a good time. I don't see.
I feel like we've got some good memories logged.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good experience. They actually just called me to come back.
For Greece is over. Are people still doing it and I'm not in it anymore?
No, it's another show. I'll send you a text, but I had to turn it down, but yeah.
Oh, see.
It starts like next month.
You stay working. You stay booked.
You know, I don't know what happened after Ain't Too Proud closed. It was just like thing after thing after thing after thing.
God said, I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna bless my son.
Yeah, he did.
So. Oh, I love you, and I love your heart. I love your spirit and your soul.
Yes.
Jay Daughtry, where can people find you? Where can people follow you?
I am mostly on Instagram at J Daughtry. J.Daughtry is my handle. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
And before I let you go, what are you grateful for today / looking forward to?
Today, I am grateful for you, Salisha. I'm grateful for you.
We're friends.
Yes. And I'm looking forward to being in California next week. Yeah, I think that'll be great. That's gonna be fun. I know it is. I'm singing with the 80-piece orchestra,
What?
the biggest I've ever sang with. Yeah.
Can I
um,
watch?
I think it might be streamed. I'll have to check and see. It's a Sonoma Valley 4th of July gala.
Oh,
And so it's gonna be like fireworks. I'm gonna be singing under the fireworks.
see. Oh my goodness. I
Yes.
love that. I love that life for you. I also love you singing to me, and I'm not singing. I'm just sitting there looking at you, looking in your eyes as you belt my face off. And I'm like, if you forget the words, I'm gonna laugh at
And
you.
there were a couple of times.
But never like in performance. Like
Uh,
you kept it wasn't you always had it.
ah.
Yeah. But rehearsals though, I was like,
The rehearsal was like, what other words?
what is the show? Where are we?
Right. I know I'm supposed to slide to the left,
Uh-uh.
but
Oh my God.
what exactly am I saying? Yeah. No, that
Jake,
was fun. That was a fun experience.
thank you for joining me today. You're the bomb.com.
Thank you for having me, Salisha.
Ah, mwah, mwah, mwah.